Hey everybody, this is Wes back again with another one of our weekly comic book update videos. I'm out front of A1 Comics here in Sacramento, our mothership, if you will, but I'm going to go ahead and move on to what we're here for. This is a video where we do weekly comic book updates as far as the industry news, back issues to look out for, and also a little bit of new comics to keep an eye on. So if it's your first time, thank you so much for giving us a shot. If you're a repeat offender, thank you again for coming back and joining us. Please leave us a like. It helps us out quite a bit, and a comment letting us know if there's anything we could do to improve on our end. Thank you guys so much. With that, I'm going to go ahead and get right into the news. In Spawn news, Gunslinger Spawn Number One is set to break some records, which is exciting. It's on pace to hit 400,000 copies sold, which would make it the highest selling new comic book series to debut in the last 25 years for a new character. So that is really exciting. So congratulations to Todd McFarlane and all the folks over at Image. It's a title that I know a lot of people here in the shop are excited to see. It drops or hits shelves on October 20th. Marvel hit back with a lawsuit on the estates of Steve Ditko, Larry Lieber, Don Heck, and a few others, basically trying to figure out the rights for Thor, Spider-Man, Iron Man, and a few other characters. There's been recent legal battles between the estates of those creators and Marvel/Disney. Kind of a bit of unfortunate controversy recently. Hopefully it can be settled and both parties end up happy. That would be great. It's sad when characters that we love and franchises that we love and creators are kind of entangled in a bit of a mess. So we'll see. Unfortunately, we'll just have to wait and see how all that stuff shakes out. HBO Max ordered a 3-part documentary on DC Comics and the history and the cultural impact that DC has had over the nearly 9 decades that they've been around. So that's something that I personally am definitely going to be interested in. I love documentaries, and it's going to be a nice deep dive into that space of DC. So there's no date. This was just announced, so something to keep on your radar. The hit series The Boys from Amazon Prime just wrapped up its 3rd season of filming, and with that they also announced a spin-off show featuring college-aged heroes that are in that same universe. I really enjoyed the Boys series. It's definitely a fun, darker look at the world of superheroes, the possibilities. Definitely not for kids, but a wild ride. If you haven't checked out The Boys yet, I highly recommend it. I'm excited for that 3rd season, and also excited to see where this spin-off takes us in that Boys universe. And that will do it for industry news this week. We're going to go ahead and get into the back issue market. I know that I flipped things around this week, but trying to keep you guys on your toes. So let's go ahead and get into back issue market news right now. This week we have quite a few number ones trending. Some of those number ones aren't actually first appearances, so an interesting trend to keep an eye on. Right off the bat, we've got Avengers Number One, which is the first appearance of the Avengers, the team, but not first appearances of those characters. Still a huge Silver Age book that is sought after by a lot of Marvel fans. It has a great cover, a great ensemble. It is the book that gave us the moniker the Avengers and the formation of that super team that we all know and love. So great Silver Age book, great one to grab if you're in the market. Again, on the subject of number ones, we have got Spider-Woman Number One, which isn't her first appearance, but is a great book. It is a great Marvel Number One, great Bronze Age key. We also have Ghost Rider Number One. Again, Marvel Spotlight. Johnny Blaze, Ghost Rider's first appearance, has become far out of a lot of people's reach. Ghost Rider 1 is a great secondary key for people to pick up. It's got Ghost Rider front and center on the cover, and it's also got that great artwork his name right in the title. It's got that black background. Definitely hard to get in high grade, but a great book for Ghost Rider fans. Again, on the subject of number ones, we've got Joker number one, which is trending. Again, Batman number one, which is the first appearance of Joker, is well out of most people's reach. Joker number one is a great book that again has him front and center on the book. His name in the title, a really cool logo, and a much more affordable book for Joker fans to collect in lieu of that Batman number one. Another book that's been trending is Marvel Superheroes number 12, the first appearance of Captain Marvel. Again, Captain Marvel's had some peaks and valleys, unfortunately, but that character's great. I still think that character has a lot of legs, and it's a great book from Marvel with that character prominently featured on the cover. It's a great key. Also, we've got X-Men 120 trending, which is the first cameo appearance of Alpha Flight. X-Men 120 has been, for a long time, has been the money book, even though it's the cameo appearance versus X-Men 121, which is the full appearance. It's definitely one of those interesting kind of reverse trends. But X-Men books spiked really hard this year, fell back a bit, but again, we know X-Men are coming to the MCU, so I think that book has a ton of legs and a ton of room to grow. Also, I know we talk about Spider-Man keys pretty frequently. There's only one book this week that I really wanted to touch on that's still going strong, which is Amazing Spider-Man number 4, the first appearance of Dr. Octopus, single-digit Silver Age Amazing Spider-Man key. I mean, you don't really need to say much more than that. One of the biggest villain from his Rogues Gallery, one of my favorites personally. So that book is definitely getting a lot of love from collectors right now, and rightfully so. And that will do it for back issue market news this week. Hopefully, if you are collecting and you're pursuing books in the comic book vintage back issues or even modern back issues, you're having fun. Again, this hobby, it should be fun. It's comics, so make sure to collect what you like and enjoy the hobby. It is a great time to be a collector. From DC, we've got Deathstroke Incorporated number 1, a great number 1 to kick off DC. We also have Detective Comics 1043, and we also have Harley Quinn number 7 for you Harley Quinn fans. So some great titles from DC coming out this week, just to hit on a few. From Marvel Comics, we have Amazing Spider-Man 74. We also have Black Cat number 10. And for you Carnage fans, we have Extreme Carnage Omega number 1. From Indie Comics, from Boom, we have Berserker number 5, the Keanu Reeves comic that a lot of people have been picking up, and I know there's been talks about that being optioned and whatnot, so it is a fun book. It's really pretty violent. I've enjoyed the first few issues, so it's going to be fun to see where number 5 goes. For you Firefly fans, we also have River Run number 1. From Dark Horse, we have a one-shot, Children of the Plague number 1. We also have Stranger Things, The Tomb of Yebwin. I don't know how to pronounce that, but a Stranger Things book. From IDW, we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 121 for you turtle fans out there. From Image, we've got Crossover number 8. We also have a personal favorite of mine, Department of Truth number 13. And lastly, from Vault Comics, we have a trade paperback of The Devil's Red Bride number 1, or it's a trade paperback. It is a title that James here at our shop loved, an interesting Japanese style series with a dark edge to it. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We really appreciate you guys. We will be back again next week with another one of these videos. Hopefully you are enjoying this hobby. Hopefully you're having a lot of fun. Please check us out on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. We are very active on social media. On Instagram, we do our live sales Wednesday and Friday from 5 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every week, where it's a great chance to get a lot of comics, really cool comics that we cater, do a lot of fun themes. So again, you guys have a great rest of your week and enjoy comics. This is Wes from A1 Comics signing out. Bye.